Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today, we've got something new and we're going to do our open the box of, use local air, Interceptor Ace Vol.2, Last Days of the Luftwaffe, 1944-1945, from Compass Games and game designed by Fernando Sola Ramos. Okay, this is based on Gregory Smith's original game Interceptor Ace that ran 43 and 44. So this is a continuation. Let's see what she says back here. Interceptor Ace Volume 2. Loosen that up a little bit. Last Days of the Luftwaffe places you in command in a desperate fight against the American Allied bomber fleets. It's a solitaire tactical level game. Places you in command of a German fighter during World War II. Each turn consists of several days, during which a combat mission will be flown from one of many bases in Europe, attempting to intercept incoming American bombers. Okay, it's got the pictures, the time scale, the complexity is medium, the time scale is 3 to 4 days per turn, abstract on the map. And of course, suitability is very high. It's designed for solitaire play. All right. Well, you know what? Let's get her opened up, and we'll get the shrink wrap off, and let's see what's in this thing. All right, we got the shrink wrap off. Let's get the box off. So we got baggies for our counters. Note: the friendly aircraft counter BF-110 G2R3 is used for both the G2R3 and G2R3W with the rockets air displays. Okay, so we'll keep that so I don't forget. We got, looks like a 20-sided die, 2 10-sided, and 2 6-sided. We got our combat cards, which we'll come back and look at. We have an Interceptor Ace sortie log, and there's enough to get you started, and then you just burn copies. They are 2-sided, so it carries you for the whole campaign. Here we have, let's pull the rules of play out. Rules of play. There's an index on the back. Better put my glasses on so I don't miss something. It is all in with everything, 47, 48 with the index. Nice glossy paper as usual. Introduction, game equipment. Anybody that's played Interceptor Ace or Night Fighter Ace, you're going to be familiar with this game design. There's the game setup. We'll check it for new rules, starting units and bases chart. Available aircraft family, available aircraft subtype, how to win the game, sequence of play, combat. So you can see a lot of rules, a lot of tables. Combat, disengaging, aircraft damage, aircraft losses due to battle damage, weather effects, parachuting, crew skills. And then we get into our awards and officer ranks and promotions, random events, rocket and jet fighter operations. That's what I find cool about this. You got the ME-163, the ME-262s, reassignments, optional rules, historical jet aces, aircraft pilot quality charts, British pilot quality chart, there's descriptions of all the aircraft for the Germans, so you know what you have. Historical backdrop, designer notes. Yep, I think that's going to get us to the end. And some clarifications here. Okay. Here we have a mounted board So this is the operations map, combat cards, discard pile, standard maneuvers, Interceptor Ace. So got the legend, repair of damaged aircraft, bomb bay, fuel tanks, and standard maneuvers. So this is nice. Weather, it's all right here on the board. So I like that. The legend, so you can see what kind of sites you're going after and the different zones. Then we have some, let's do the counters because they're not in a bag. So these are your different types of counters, your maneuvers, damage counters, ammunition counters. They pop out real easy, which is okay. I'll be doing that anyway. Whoops. And then the, I'll go ahead and pop out of there. There we go. Ranks. They are two-sided, so you have inoperable, skill, used. Then we have one more counter sheet. This has all the different types of aircraft that the Germans will be flying. Plus here's your American bombers and fighters that you'll be running into. Different types of, there's your medals, your awards, and then skills that you have. So, and then these are all the different air units and the air bases and all that good stuff. Okay. Then, in this baggie, we have errata, official errata, which is okay. They caught it before they shipped it and put it in. So, clarifications and a correction. First sentence should read, okay, so it tells you what to do, so I can go through all of those. Looks like a couple pages, 3 pages of errata that we'll have to go through. But at least it's there, and I'm not having to guess about it, so I can look at that. Then we get into, these are all the combat charts. Another aircraft, let's see, yeah. Okay, so these are your different B1 for interception, attack deck results, sequence of play, landing charts, parachute. Okay. Here's the B11A fighter target chart. So P-38s, P-47s, P-51s, and Spitfire Mark 14s. And on the back side is the B-17F or G and the B-24D or H. Random events, serious wounds, and aircraft damage listings. So if you do suffer damage, this is what it happens to you. The P1 position chart. So looks like they've really enhanced this one. So if you come in high, what's your range and all the modifiers. I really like the looks of that. That's the B-17F. And that was the G. And then here's the B-24 and a B-17 out of formation. So you get all kinds of different modifiers. Now we got, oh my goodness, look at all. Oh, let's get these charts here. Let's finish with these before we start on those. We have our fuel endurance track chart. So when you intercept, it tells you where you're at and what you're going to be able to attack or not attack. And on the back side is the A1 raid chart. So depending on the month and year, this is where the targets will be getting hit. And here's the B11 fighter chart with the P-38G, P-47, Mark 9, P-51, B, and C. So these are the earlier fighters. And then the A3, a craft target, aircraft target, and allied fighter attack chart. Tells us what we're going to run into. Then, man, look at this stack. This is crazy. He put a lot of aircraft into this. Okay, BF-109 G6U4, BF-109 G6, BF-109 G14 R6, and BF-109 G14 R2, BF-109 G6U2, and the G6AS, BF109G14 U4, and just the BF109G14, BF109G6 R6, and the R2, the BF109 G6 U3, and the G6 late, BF109K 4, BF109 G10 U4, BF109 G6 U3 R6, and the U3 R2. BF109 G14 AS and the G10. Here's our pilot and crew status. So you have your, if you're using one of the optional ACE cards for your pilot, and then here's how you develop all your ranks, awards, keep track of your skills, all that good stuff. Set that one aside for a minute. Here is the ME-163B1, so that's a rocket, and the DO-335A1. Okay. HE-162A2, GO-229A0, ME-262A1B, ME-262-1A, Focke-Wulf 190A7 R2, and the 190A7. Here's a 110G2 R3 with rockets, and just the R3. The Focke-Wulf 190D9, 190A8 R8, 190A6 R6, and the A6. ME-410 1 U2, JU-88C 6A, Focke-Wulf 190A8 R7, Focke-Wulf 190A8 R6, 190A8 R2, 190A8, TA-152H1, and the 190D9 late. So there is a ton of aircraft there. So we shouldn't have any trouble picking out something to fly. Hopefully I can live long enough to and get enough skill points to get myself into one of those jets. The deck, the Interceptor Ace deck here, we have combat, 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 combat. Just checking to make sure they are. So your cards, you have an attack, so you add up your firepower, and then that tells you how many hits. This is a group damage, and this is a destroyed here. So defense, if you do a defense, this is what it is, tells you. And if you have defensive fire coming at you, so we got, that's what all these are. Some are better than others, of course, but nice, right? Okay. All right. So I think we're going to have some fun here with this. And this one I won't have a huge learning curve on because I've played Interceptor Ace. So I'll get myself re-grounded on this. I know there's a little glare there, sorry. I'll get myself re-grounded on this game, and then we'll get her going and see what we get. All right, well, that's an open the box of Interceptor Ace Volume 2, Last Days of the Luftwaffe, 1944 to 45. Game design, Fernando Sola Ramos, and from Compass Games. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're looking forward to a playthrough, and looking forward to get this on the table. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and please give me a thumbs up for the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.